The real change will happen after your first couple of months when you're on NoFap. And it doesn't really matter if you relapse like once or perhaps twice in a very long period. It doesn't really matter if your streak is 120 or 190 days. There is no big difference. But where the difference is made is with the compound effect. So I have a compound interest calculator here. And let's put the numbers to NoFap. So in my experience, I've been on NoFap for over 5 years, around 1,300 days now. And I would say NoFap gives you about 1% more focus on average every day and 1% more energy. This compounds every single day. So you have 2%, right? 1% of focus, 1% of energy. And this is throughout my 5-year NoFap journey. How much is 1% of your focus worth and 1% of your energy is worth? I would say it's probably worth about 2 cents, so $0.2 per day. So that would be $1.4 per week, right? So let's see what happens when you are on NoFap for, let's call it 3 months. You can do the same calculations, by the way, that I'm showing. So in 3 months, you would get to, you would get about $38 compounded. So on paper, this would only give you $18 of value in 3 months. So this looks like trash. Like this looks like a habit that is not worth doing. And at 3 months, you will probably not feel that much difference other than just having more clarity. Like you will not see the changes happen in your life just yet. You will understand that things are going to happen faster because now you have more energy, but you won't see what is the thing that's going to happen so much quicker. But let's say you've been on NoFap now for 2.5 years. So that's a good amount of time. And so let's see how much is the $38 that has compounded on month 3 is worth after 2.5 years. Okay, so that's 18,705,000 for the ones who can't read, or maybe this is backwards for you, but it's written there. It's $18 million. All right, so that's 2.6 years. You can do the same calculations, by the way, on just Google compound interest calculator. So this is why you should do NoFap. It will 10,000x your progress because of how it compounds, how the extra energy compounds, because you will have extra energy every single day, back to back to back to back to back. After 2 years, $80 million worth of compounded energy, of compounded focus. Now, obviously, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to be worth $80 million. I'm not worth $80 million, and I've been on NoFap for 5 years. But what I can tell you is I have definitely seen the same compounded extra abilities. I know how to fight. I know how to do basically build a business. I know how exactly I should regard myself. I know a lot more about myself than before. I'm really good at meditation. I'm really good at working out. And I have gained a lot of skills that made me a much happier person and a much more fulfilled person. And something that you cannot put a price to is I have experienced true joy, true happiness with friends and with romantic partners as well. There's no price on that. Like having your teens and your young, early and mid 20s stolen, I can tell you that I'm really glad that I started NoFap at 21, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have had my first girlfriend at 24, or I wouldn't have had really amazing social experiences in my mid-20s. So yeah, that's my $18 million right there in just really happiness and new skills learned.